Intent, what?
Bow, what up, everybody? It's Inland 10 Podcast.
We back.
Yes, sir. It's your boy, Scott Paul.
Steve shot it.
We took a little time off, man.
Yeah, it's been a while.
I feel like we didn't even take time off. We just took time,
Right.
doing so much.
I was going to say, we've just been doing different things.
Yeah, there was never a conscious decision to, let's take some time off the podcast.
No, not at all.
That was
Just
never a
kinda happened.
conversation that happened. It was just...
If anything, it's been, we're doing the podcast, and then something else
and
comes up.
That's happened a bunch of times. And then we're like, we'll just reconvene when
It,
literally
well,
the
that's the thing, we've
conversation
been
never
trying,
happened.
no, because we have been having conversations. We've been trying to do it almost every week, but it's always
Yeah.
been something different.
Something
You know what I
going-
mean?
but
Something's
and
happening.
it's always good stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So
No, absolutely.
we're just trying to manage the schedule. It's gonna be a super busy summer, but it's great to be back, bro. It's great
Yeah.
to be back. I guess we'll get into. I mean, let's start with that. I guess I don't know the last episode we did. It's definitely been a couple months.
Yeah, it's been some time.
The last one we had was with Jay from Clarity,
Yeah.
which is which is
Was
like
that
forever.
really the last one?
That was the
we
last
had?
one, bro.
Wow.
That was the last one. But shout out to Jay from
Shout
Clarity.
out to Jay.
Yeah.
Jay the homie.
He was just at the release party or the listening party. I had a listening party for the album,
Fire.
bro.
Fire. I can't wait for this, bro. I
Bro.
can't wait for this to drop.
Yeah.
I'm excited. Overall, also listening party was great. Everyone there was great.
Yeah, it was
just-
great vibe. Shout out to everybody who came out to the listening party. I'm not gonna.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
would
I'm
be
not-
here forever if we named everyone.
Yeah.
So-
I'm not gonna name who was there. I'm not even gonna name the name of the album. Y'all don't even have to know
Yeah.
that yet. But yeah, we just finished it on Tuesday. You were there at that session,
Yep.
and then we got to finish. We got to do a little listening party on Friday. I was just so excited with how it sounded and the fact that it was done. It's the first body of music that I'm gonna be putting out in 3 years.
Hell yeah.
It's just things have been so crazy the last couple of
How's
years.
it feel, Scott?
Bro?
How's it feel?
It feels good, man.
It's all come together.
If and I said this at the party, but it's not like I feel like this. It's not like the album, the end of the album is the end of anything. I
Right.
feel like it's a segue into the next thing. I plan on just dropping a lot of great music, a lot of great visuals.
Hell yeah.
I
know
what I'm
that.
saying? A lot of great content. So yeah, things have been fucking lovely, man. I got that going on. Just did doing the campaign. If y'all don't know, I'm running for commissioner in Sussex County. Trying to make
Yo,
some
my
big things
mom,
happen.
my mom mentioned that actually. She saw your
What'd she
name on
say?
the ballot recently.
Word.
She was just she's like, Amy told me your friend's running. I was like, yeah, we've talked about this, but yeah.
Bro, it's funny. I've had a couple of friends where their parents will hit them up
Mm-hmm.
and ask them, "Is that your friend Scott Paul that's on the ballot?" It's crazy, man. But you know what we're trying to do. Trying to make the world better. So got that going on. Just formed a coalition around. Last summer we did all the Black Lives Matter rallies, and just kind of the next step of that was forming this coalition around anti-racist education, because that the rallies and stuff are cool, but there has to be
Yeah, especially where we're from. That's there's a lack of that.
yeah.
I didn't have any type of anti-racist education. I
Yeah.
barely even had an education in Black history, and the one that I got wasn't even accurate. You know what I mean?
And that the thing people don't realize, people don't know how uneducated they are, because you don't know what you don't know.
Right.
You know what I mean? But
Right.
for what, 12 years, you're told about black people for 1 month, and it's after 12 years, the same 5 black people.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So there's just so much more of that story that needs to be told, historically, but also contemporarily.
Right.
We talk about things in such a historical context as if
When it's still happening.
it's still happening today. Yeah. So, we got the coalition that we formed around that. It's called the HEAL Coalition, and it stands for highlighting equality and equity through education, advocacy, and love.
Hell yeah.
You
I
feel me?
like that.
So we got all that going on, and that's, bro. Yeah, that's only scratching the surface. We got other endeavors
Hell yeah.
taking over the world this summer, man. This year, this decade, it's gonna be beautiful, baby. Inland 10. What about you? What you been up to, bro?
Just been working, bro. I mean, we've been working on
I know
some
what you've been up
stuff.
to.
Yeah.
I'm talking about them. Let them know.
Yeah. I mean, me and Scott, we got some exciting stuff coming.
Yeah, man.
Like you mentioned, just wrapped up the album, so we got some visuals coming for the video or for the song, for a couple songs. Excited about that. Finished up a couple music videos with some other artists recently, so that's been good. Got some new equipment, got a new machine, so now my 3D rendering is going beautifully.
Word. We were talking about that for a little minute. The computer came early.
Yeah.
Which is dope.
No, well, sort of. Okay, it was late as fuck, but it was early. You know what I mean?
Hey, you got it. So
yeah, I got it regardless. It's like a custom built, so it's got a whole bunch of different shit in it. But it's definitely improved the workflow like crazy.
Fire.
So definitely keep your eyes open with what I'm putting out.
And he be coming out with fire. Now that you can do them quicker.
Yeah.
And shout out to who are some of the artists that you've been working with? I just
Blaze.
chopped it up with Blaze a little bit. I want. Now that the album's done, I want to collab with more artists for sure. Start getting these collabs in, these features. Blaze is definitely somebody.
No, shout out Blaze. Blaze the homie. Keep your eyes open for greatness. That's coming.
Word.
Let's see who else I've been working with. There's this one artist.
If you don't want to tease right now,
I was gonna say there's certain things I feel like I shouldn't.
Yeah, don't even tease it right now. I shouldn't
even talk about. There's just
the
a lot
only
of things.
Yeah, the only reason I talk about the album is because it's done.
Right. Yeah. No, the album, bro. I'm excited about all that. There's certain things just you gotta progressively let them come to light. You know what I'm saying? So
I know
a lot of exciting things are coming though, for sure.
My dog. So definitely be on the lookout for us and just the whole Ill Intent crew.
Yep.
Everybody that's with us and around us. Got a lot of exciting things going on. The footage from the release, from the listening party, I can't wait to see because the energy in there was just really dope and the people in there was dope. So again, shout out to everybody that came through. Shout out to everybody who's just working. Like,
keep on the grind.
Keep on the grind. Like this last year and some change with the pandemic, obviously changed pretty much everybody's life in one way or another. But definitely in this industry, we've had to change the way we do things. So now that things are opening back up, no mask mandates, those mandates are being lifted.
Bro. I was in ShopRite grocery shopping the other day, and I walked in with my mask regular, normal shit, and I swear I was one of like 5 people in the store that was wearing a mask.
And this is in Jersey, right?
Yeah, so, this was in Jersey.
So you don't have to wear a mask anymore?
I guess so. I guess that's the case.
I mean, because
no one was wearing masks.
Because I was definitely in a I forget what store yesterday. It was probably ShopRite, and somebody walked by without a mask, and I don't care enough.
Right.
But I was like, is anybody like?
No one's gonna. Yeah.
Is that allowed now?
Yeah, because like I said, bro, the majority of the people when I were in there weren't wearing masks. Like I'd say 90% of the people in there weren't wearing masks. Even the kid working self-check wasn't wearing one. Some of the cashiers were wearing it, and some of them weren't.
I mean, he might have been vaccinated.
Right.
I don't know. We'll see what the numbers do. I'm excited to be back outside.
Yeah. Me too. And just everything opening up is just like good for everything. It's good for people's mental health.
For the mental.
It's good for the industry. It's good for everything, bro.
Like, we about to be out, bruh.
Yeah.
We out.
Yeah.
Still can't do international shows though.
Not yet.
Nah, you need
eventually.
You need all the documentation.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you need a private jet to do international.
I got people in UK. They're like, bro, you Americans are disgusting. Y'all can't come here.
We don't need that.
But what do we miss in the? We're not even gonna go everything we missed.
I was gonna say this would be an 8-hour podcast.
This would be an 8-hour podcast, man. But what are some?
Well, it's definitely important to touch on DMX.
DMX
he passed away.
100%
since the last episode.
100%. Yeah.
It's only right to acknowledge him, especially with the imprint he's made.
Yeah. Actually, so tell me, like, what's your impression of DMX, or what is he?
Well, DMX. What does DMX mean to me? So DMX was one of like the first rappers I heard too.
Okay.
Him and like 50, I heard them around like the same time, and I remember hearing it as a little kid. Just, bro, y'all gonna make me lose my mind. I was literally a little kid just getting amped the fuck up, bro. Like just from that shit. And this was back when I didn't listen to rap. Yeah. Like no one in my family listened to hip hop or anything like that.
You started really listening to rap in like high school.
Not with like Pro Era and shit. Yeah. But I was introduced to rap when I was in like second grade by one of my neighbors. And DMX was one of the first artists. And I'm not gonna say that I consistently listened to him throughout my life for sure, but anytime any DMX song did come on, bro, it hyped me the fuck up.
Like DMX is one of those guys, one of those artists where even if you don't listen to him and he's not your cup of tea, you understand why other people do.
Right. No, absolutely.
You know? And DMX was, I always attribute him and Eminem as my like motivation to start writing raps.
Word.
Because it was just the passion that he had in his songs. It was the first time that I heard like expression like that.
Yeah.
You could just like talk your shit.
Yeah, it was just raw.
Yeah, and DMX was so raw with it, but he was also the so I think of rap as rhythm and poetry. You know, I started off, you know, in music. We started all like writing. It was because when I was young, I thought poetry was really dope. So with DMX, the way he would put things together with his energy, but you actually break down the words and it was like poetic. Right. You know what I'm saying? How we did it. So early on, DMX was definitely a huge influence. And I hope with his death, there's another spotlight that's put on addiction, you know, and that kind of thing. One, him being rich, it's just not taken as seriously, you know, because you have all the resources and everything. And, you know, he was dealing with those things for a long time, but also like him being a black man, it's no secret that in the black community, the struggles with addiction are treated very differently than they are in white communities. You know, whereas a white person that's addicted to drugs, a lot of times it's like, oh, let's get them help. You know, we look at them like a victim or something like that. Whereas with DMX, he was always joked about. Yeah. You know, he didn't really start getting concerned until like recently. So I hope, and it's like with the crack in the 80s versus heroin now, how those things are being treated differently. So in all these tragedies and stuff, I always hope that there's always a lesson that you could take from them. Yeah. And I hope that's what people take out of this, because it's unfortunate. I mean, it's a part of life. People die, especially people that are, you know, that have troubles and that have addictions. But if we can learn from this so that other people like DMX, you know, or, you know, all those people like DMX that don't have millions of dollars or millions of fans, you know, those people can get help as well. So, yeah, rest in peace, DMX. Yeah. Thank you so much for everything that you gave us, and your legacy continues to live on. He just just released a posthumous album for him. I didn't get to listen to it yet, but yeah,
I
definitely
going to support that. The Griselda dropped a track with him.
Yeah,
as well. I listened to that.
Word.
It was good. It was it sounded like they were probably still in the process of making it when he died. Okay, that's my personal opinion. That's what
I've heard of the DMX songs. Like they didn't of the new, because I haven't heard them yet, but. Yeah. I don't even know what the process must be like with putting together a posthumous album. Yeah. And you don't know how much was done and
what was done before,
Yeah. And like you see my process of making songs, bro. Like I go to the studio 5 times after the song is done.
Yeah. Yeah, no, exactly.
To tighten it up and make it all perfect.
It's like in video, and it's the same shit with music, bro. Yeah. It's like it's never finished, it just has a release date. You know what I mean?
Facts. So, yeah, you don't know how complete it was, you know what I'm saying, for him. Right. But, yeah, man, shout out to X. What other music news? Well, the other big one, I think, is Drake getting the Artist of the Decade award from Billboard. Yep. We know how big of a Drake fan you are. Drake. But I think everybody can agree.
Oh, yeah, no. That's the thing. I joke around a lot. I kid a lot. Like, I won't deny Drake's reign in excellence. You know what I mean? Like, there's no denying it. He's fucking killed it for the last 10, minimum 15 years. You know what I mean?
Yeah, bro. Since he, I think 2009, it might have been that So Far Gone drop.
Yeah. So that's like 12 years.
Ever since then,
I won't ever deny. It's just me personally. That's just not my cup of tea. You know what I mean? But I won't deny what he's done. Like, he's fucking,
which is wild,
huge. Like, he's killed it, killed it, bro.
How many number ones does he have? Like,
I remember.
well, I think it's because he put out 9 albums, 9 studio albums.
I remember. I don't remember exactly what year it was. It might have been 2 summers ago.
Mm-hmm.
But I remember I was listening to Hot 97, and they were like, "This is the first week in 9 years that Drake isn't number 1." Or some shit. Like, bro, a statistic like that is fucking insane.
Bro, like his
The
numbers
first
are so
week
stupid.
in 9 years, like that's absurd.
And like when we talk Undeniable, so this is the Billboard Artist of the Decade. So
Right.
this isn't
Right.
like some people getting together in a
And it's
room
just
and
like
voting
Drake.
like
Yeah,
the Grammys.
exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
This
This is
let's
credible.
go by the numbers.
Yeah.
Who's on top and I don't think there's ever been, maybe besides Michael Jackson, a more decisive artist of the decade.
So there's actually I'll send you the video. But there's this cool video that shows it's like a visual graph.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
you've
I've seen that.
Yeah, bro.
It's just
Drake's
the old
time up there.
2010s, bro.
Drake's time up there is just like, all right. When's this? Oh, it's not changing? Oh, it's just staying Drake? Okay.
Yeah, bro. So fuck Drake, man. I'm taking the next 10.
Yes, sir.
I'm taking the next 10. Nah, for real, like, and you listen to the lyrics in his songs, man, and he just talks his shit, and it's so true all the time because say what you want.
Yeah.
What the fuck can you say, bro? What can you say? Yo, shout out to Drake, man. Thanks for giving us something to aspire to. You know, the him, the Jay-Z's, the Diddy's of the world. It's cool seeing the new generation.
Yeah.
You know, or like the next generation of that. Like this is the first, like Jay-Z. We're in the first generation of
New.
of hip hop icon. Like
Right.
you know, like because hip hop
I think I
is
get
so
what you're
young.
trying to
Like,
say. Yeah, the people
hip hop
that-
is so young of a genre.
The first wave of big artists are now like the old, like for the first time.
Yeah.
Like if that makes, I guess what you're trying to.
It's
I don't know. I'm struggling
like-
finding the words for it too, but I get what you're saying.
you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like Jay-Z has, because there's rock artists and there's other artists that have hit that, you know, just that icon status that, you know, that Michael Jackson, Prince, you know,
Right.
Michael Jackson and Prince, they're the only ones, like, you know.
To that.
So to have that in hip hop, and you have the Jay-Z and he's still going, and then you see like, it's just the passing of the torch, I guess is what it is. Like Jay-Z really, and not just him, but he laid a great blueprint.
Yeah.
And Drake followed that beautifully, and I mean, just with everything he's done inside of music and outside of music. And I think that the thing that I admire most about Drake, he has to have an insane work ethic, but he's also very smart and strategic in putting like his different teams and situations together. And I thought it was really cool how, with the acceptance speech for his for the Billboard Award,
Yeah.
how he had his whole team up there. You know, usually there is one person that presents, but Drake had everybody up there.
Right.
And I think it's important for people to see that it really is like, it's never one person.
Yeah.
It's always a bunch of people. And all of those people, I bet you all those people are just as tenacious as Drake.
Yeah.
You know, they just have different skill sets or you know, and because you need a bunch of dogs around you, and that's what he had. But it's one thing to have those people. It's another thing to like lead by example and be able to properly delegate and be able to recover from things.
Right.
Because you're gonna get it wrong. And Drake is like, Drake stumbled a couple times, but he just always recovered.
Yeah.
And that's a testament to whatever is in his head, but also the people around him. So I'm coming for you, Drake. But good job.
Watch your spot.
Yeah, bro. But good job, man. Who do you think has a chance at going like if you were to look at an artist now,
Mm-hmm.
who do you think could take the artist of the decade in 2030?
That's a good question.
Like what artists do you see right now with the longevity like that? That has the because with Drake also his thing is his ability to switch it up.
Right.
Like
No, exactly. Because that's at least in my opinion and my view on it, the problem with a lot of the current artists. The big names I don't see switching anything up or lasting as long as they could.
Mm-hmm.
It's rough.
Yeah.
Because there are some artists too that I think have the lyrics and the songs and everything, but they're not consistent enough either that they could do it either. They put out a project every 3-4 years, and it's just like, yeah, it was fire, but you can't have people waiting for 3 years when your fan base isn't
Especially
the biggest.
now.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like you
Absolutely.
you
Especially
gotta
now. People are used to getting fed like
right,
so often.
right. Because I think like if Joey Badass actually dropped frequently, I think he could be one of the greats of this upcoming
Wow.
decade.
Yeah.
But he's very rarely drops. Like very rarely drops. And I know he's doing a whole lot of other shit. He was just in a movie, got a Grammy for that shit. Not Grammy, an Academy Award. So he's been busy doing other entertainment things, but yeah, I would say him, but I won't because I don't see it happening.
Yeah, I'm trying to think who I would think of.
Yeah, because there are people that like that's really where I'm struggling. The ones that are consistent are huge right now, but I don't see it lasting a decade.
Yeah.
Or the ones that I think have the longevity for a decade don't drop enough for people to hear them.
You know what hurts, bro? 'Cause someone like X probably would have.
Oh, absolutely. No, if X was still alive, absolutely.
Talking about somebody
100%.
like,
Bro, he was diverse as fuck.
that's what I'm thinking. The ability to reinvent.
And he had a huge fan base and he dropped consistently. Like he had everything going.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I'm trying to look up some of Drake's numbers because I was watching it.
Because Cole's the era of Drake, so you can't really say Cole.
Yeah, and
you know what I mean?
And Drake, well, in Cole, his thing is coming to an end.
Right.
You know, and that's what we were saying with the off season. This might be like the lead up to his last, potentially his last album.
Which we should highlight the fact that he's 6 #1 albums.
Yeah, we're gonna get to Cole in a second.
Yeah.
And it might be disrespectful to get to him after I say some of these numbers. All right, so after first appearing on Billboard charts in 2009, Drake banked 9 Billboard #1s in 2010. Okay,
it's with his debut.
Yeah, first leading with his debut 2010 studio LP "Thank Me Later," and most recently with the reigning 2019's Take Care Package. He also scored 6 Hot 100s. Hot 100 #1s in that span. Since his debut, he has obliterated numerous
Obliterated
numerous chart records, including the most Hot 100 top 10s, 45 to date, and overall entries, 232.
That's insane.
He has 232 songs in the Hot 100, bro.
Yeah, that's absurd.
Most artists don't have 232 songs.
Yeah. No, that's insane to think about. Like, I'm like really trying to wrap my head around that. Phil's 2 1/3 lists by himself. That's like, what?
Whatever, Drake. If I didn't say it already, man, fuck Drake. But all right, so on to
now
J.
we
Cole.
speaking my language, bro.
On to J. Cole.
Yeah.
Collected his 6th #1 album with the off season. What did you think of off season?
It was good. It was definitely a good album. I think when you're someone like J. Cole or Kendrick, like you've set the bar so high for yourself that anything short of greatness it's okay. And I know a lot of people thought it was great, and I am a Cole fan. Like I fuck with J. Cole, but like I listened to it, and there were a couple tracks on it that like I was like, oh, this is really fucking good. I'm definitely gonna listen to this a lot. But overall, as a project, if it was, it's weird because you just associate it with everything he's dropped already.
No, I definitely,
or at least I do.
Yeah,
Because some people, like I said, loved it, and they were just like, yo, Cole's still the GOAT, fire, fire, fire. And like, if I'm just looking at it 100% honestly, if it was some artist I wasn't familiar with, yeah, I would just be like, yo, this shit's fire.
And I think that's what it is. So how many times did you listen through the album?
Twice.
Okay. So if this was an earlier Cole, if this was an earlier Cole album and he was more new to you, you'd probably listen to it more. It'd probably mean more to you. But like, so somebody like Cole, I mean, I don't know.
I'll put it like this too, and this might be a hot take, it might not be. I felt the same way listening to that as I did when I listened to Damn.
See, interesting, cause you told me that, and with Damn, I love Damn, not at first.
Okay,
because I was still too high.
Well, yeah,
like Good Kid, Mad City.
So
and all
yeah,
the
I
other
guess
ones.
that's
I
what
was
it is.
like,
My initial reaction to the off season was the same as my initial reaction to Damn, because I agree, I do love a fuck ton of the songs on Damn. But when I first heard it, I was like, it was good.
Same.
But I've been waiting, Kendrick. You know what I mean?
I listened to Damn and it was like, all right, cool. Like he could still rap, but
Right.
like, I don't really, you know what I'm saying? I don't
Right,
really
nothing
need to
was
listen
just
to
like,
this a bunch.
whoa.
And then like I went back, I'm like, bro, this is the fucking like this is amazing.
No, this shit's
you know?
fire. Yeah, so that might be the case with the off season. I gotta
Yeah.
listen to it a couple more times and really appreciate it for what it is. But
Because you know it's tough being an artist, especially an artist like Cole or Kendrick, one of these guys who are it is really about the lyrics, it is really about the message, but it's always going to be about
keeping
how
your legacy.
and keeping the legacy, you know. But it's always going to be about how do you appeal to the demographics that are listening to music right now, and like the thoughtful hip
The thing
hop.
that you put you onto them might not be what's now currently the most popular
Yeah.
shit, so that's not what they're doing.
Yeah, but even when J. Cole first popped, like he was, because him and Drake kind of came up Drake came out a little bit before, then J. Cole was like right after, and there was comparisons to like Jay-Z and Nas.
Yeah.
And how Drake was gonna be, I think Drake actually might have said this, how he would be like Jay-Z and J. Cole was like Nas. J. Cole was like Nas. J. Cole is always, he's never been like a pop rapper, you
Right.
know, and Drake's a pop rapper. So they fit two different lanes. So for the fact that J. Cole has been as relevant as he is,
Yeah.
while not appealing to that pop mainstream market, or no, he does appeal to that
does,
market, but
but-
not like, yeah, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because even when he branched out and he did the Work Out For Me joint,
Yeah.
like that, and that's the only one that he did, because after that he heard that he let Nas down by doing that record. But
I didn't know that.
yeah, but like
Damn.
the reason why that did something to him is because he made the record to pop. You know what I'm saying? Like he made the song with the intention of getting streams and getting
Right.
people to listen and all of that. It wasn't like he made this because he was like,
He's
oh,
like,
this
I'm
would
gonna
be a
say some
great
shit.
idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, or like, oh, I have this like crazy concept that I think would be really cool to do, or something like that. It's when you go in, you know, with that intention of like, I'm doing this for the specific, you
Right.
know, of
Purpose. Yeah.
you know, of getting like a mainstream following or whatever like that. I guess that's why Nas was disappointed, and why J. Cole, why he felt the need to check himself. So
Weird.
everybody has their cup of tea when it comes to music. And my first couple listens through the album, and I haven't listened through every song on the album a bunch of times, but especially as an artist, there are things that he said that really connect him to me. He's just such a great storyteller.
Yeah.
You just definitely have to be in the mood to listen to this.
Right.
Whereas like Drake and some of these other guys, like they'll give you albums that you can listen to, like or joints that you can listen to in more different situations. Where J. Cole,
Well, I didn't
like, listen to
even
this to chill.
appreciate J. Cole until I listened to him as I got older. Because like I listened to him when I was younger, like freshman year, sophomore year in high
Yeah.
school and shit. And that, like, even then, I low-key, like, clowned a lot of his music. Because, like, I thought it was just, like, all soft and, like, all this
Yeah,
shit. And then
people
I
don't
actually
put
listened
disease.
to it, and I was just like, oh, yeah, no, this is just real. Like,
It's real, and he's super talented.
yeah,
You know how he puts it all together.
yeah.
So shout out Cole,
Yo,
his 6th number 1.
crazy. Scott's coming for you, too, Cole.
I'm coming. Yeah,
Everybody watch their back.
yeah. I'm about to do a control verse.
Where, bro, yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah, bro. Is that type of? I can do anything.
Yeah, what can't you do? I will do it. I can do anything.
That's the energy.
Hell yeah, that's the constant energy we need.
That's the energy. Who else dropped? Oh, Nicki just dropped the mixtape, Beam Me Up Scotty mixtape. I didn't listen to all of it. I heard there's 2 joints on it that I've heard so far. Seeing Green. So she did one, Seeing Green. It has Lil Wayne and Drake on it, and it is like the most like 2010
dope, bro.
YCMB
Yeah.
song, bro.
Yeah.
It's the fucking like I heard it and I was like,
Yeah.
you know, just like when you don't know
Oh
you need
yeah.
something.
Yep. Yeah,
You
it
don't know
probably
you
was
need
like
something?
low key nostalgic. Probably
Ah.
felt like,
Bro, it was nostalgic, but like they fucking go in.
oh, I bet, bro. I'm gonna listen to that on the way home.
They just fucking go in. Lil Wayne sets it off, and he just Lil Wayne's the shit out
That's
of it.
another one, bro. Wayne's still going. Wayne's still going like crazy.
And I see articles and stuff when they talk about Lil Wayne as the GOAT. So I'm glad that he gets his flowers.
Mm-hmm.
But as like a Lil Wayne stan, I feel like he'll never get his.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
GOAT.
Yeah.
And then Drake has the last verse, and it's one of those verses I'm telling you where Drake just like, he just says truths about his life, and just shits on everybody.
Word. Drake.
Drake's really.
Soulja invented shitting on everybody.
I mean, Soulja invented rap. I'm pretty sure he invented rap.
You see the shit he was getting into with Sway Lee?
No.
Just going back and forth, bro. I think they were just like clowning each other. But he's like, fuck you talking about, Sway Lee? I'm the first rapper with a pool table in their house. And he's like filming it. He's like, I'm the first rapper with whatever arcade machine it was. He's like, in their house. He's like, you ain't got shit, Sway Lee. And then like Sway Lee like responded, like they're just like joking around, but it's funny as fuck.
That's funny.
I'm the first rapper with a pool table in their house.
Yeah. Yo, I was about to ask some shit about Soulja Boy, but respectfully, I don't really care. Respectfully, bro. What music has Soulja dropped in the last?
Bro, he had that one. Respectfully, I gotta Google it, but he he had that one joint go fucking viral recently.
Yeah, because it was something he was bubbling for a quick second. We have mutuals with him.
Yeah, I was gonna say they were just out there.
But I don't even know what it was for.
It was went huge on TikTok. Hold on. Give me a second. Yeah, she make it clap. She make it clap.
I mean, it totally sounds like a Soulja Boy song.
Yeah, a month ago.
Really, that was a month ago.
No, the video dropped a month ago.
Oh, so did like the Raging? Do you know the Raging Nation do the video?
Yeah.
Shout out to Raging Nation.
Well, I mean, it was. I'm not gonna say his name, but I don't know if that's the same.
Yeah, Dale.
Like, okay, yeah. Dale did it. But yeah, yeah, it dropped 4 weeks ago. 3.7. Yeah, because I remember seeing him posting shit when he was shooting it. But it doesn't. That's why I said I wasn't sure if it was the company. Or
you know what I love about independent artists and I think properly crediting is so important. And like major labels,
Absolutely.
Major artists never did that, and they don't do that.
Yeah.
And I think that helps feed the perception of it's like one person.
Right.
Well, it's like it's always a fucking village, man.
Well, it's funny. It's like a realization that I've only recently had, but I'll like look at the titles of music videos on YouTube, and sometimes it'll say directed by whoever shot the video in the title of the video. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it shows who the beat was produced by in the title of the video.
Word.
Sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah.
Sometimes it doesn't even list a feature that's on the song. Like there's not really a standard as I thought there was. You know what I mean? Because I would just be like, all right, what's the standard? This is how I'm gonna format.
Yeah.
Because before I would just sell the videos to the artist, I used to post them to my channel, and like people would watch the music videos on my channel. So I would figure out like, all right, what's the standard for formatting for titles? And everyone's different. Even like at the top of the industry, it's still different. Sometimes it does show who it's directed by, but I think that's contractually too. Like Cole Bennett, I know when he started with Lyrical Lemonade, like it was key to him, crucial to him. Everything was on his channel and directed by Cole Bennett.
Okay,
so any of the Lyrical Lemonade music videos are on Lyrical Lemonade's channel, not on the artist's channel. And that was crucial from the start for him.
That's smart.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, so for like branding and marketing purposes, it makes sense.
But it also
But
can
in like
limit
the descriptions though.
Right.
Like, where you're listing and stuff, just like put everybody who helps.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
exactly. Yeah, because that's the one thing he also spoke on, though. He got to the point where he did have to accept a video that wasn't going to be on his channel because it was too big for him to like. It might have been a Wiz video. It was someone, but it was like the biggest at that time for him. And they were like, no, it's going to be hosted on the artist's channel. And he denied it at first and then thought it over and reached out and was like, okay, we'll still do it. But because that was kind of my.
I respect it.
That was kind of my well, going into it, like I said, I originally had my channel that all of my videos were posted to. But then the more people I worked with, like, one, Cole Bennett is very consistent with what he does. And I work with a lot of different types of people. So, like, it's not as consistent content. Like, if you're subscribed to Cole Bennett, you see Lyrical Lemonade posted a new video, you know it's going to be similar to all the other music videos. Yeah, it's different because it's a different artist and a different song, so maybe he'll put you on to new music you haven't heard. Yeah. But visually, he's reliable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
There's a standard.
Right. Yeah. So one of the realizations I had is, one, there might not be consistency in my videos. I could have one that's super dark and scary and crazy, and then one with a girl going through a flower field. You know what I mean? And like the people that are there for all my street videos aren't going to want to see the fucking lake videos and shit like that. But also there is the factor of it limiting to who you can work with, because there are, and I'm sure you understand as an artist, there are hundreds of reasons why the artist would want the video on their channel.
No, exactly. That's and that's from my standpoint. That's what I think of. It's like, it's so essential to grow your social medias, to grow your YouTube. It's hard to do that if you're posting your videos and so.
That's why it's enough for me to just put my tag in it and in the description, because if my videos speak for themselves, so someone's like, "Yo, that video was hard. Who did it?" They'll be easily can find out who did it without it having to be on my channel.
Yeah.
Because that's another thing. Like, yeah, there's the AdSense revenue, but realistically, streams on YouTube is like nothing. So why the fuck?
The money that it costs to make a video, it cost like a million views will get you $1,000 or something like that.
Yeah.
You know how much it costs to make a music video?
Yeah, exactly.
It costs more than it costs $1,000 just to make the song. The video though?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, there's
because people talk about the ads. I'm like, y'all don't.
Yeah, no. One of my friends was recently asking me about like streaming revenue, and I was like, let me just tell you right now, it's nothing. Like, it's nothing. I was making money on YouTube when I was younger, from my first YouTube channel, and I had one video that got like 350,000 views in like a week or something like that.
Oh, okay.
And I got $30 for the month. Like, you know, like, it's
like if you finally you go through the grind of it, you finally get one video that hits.
Yeah.
All the hours, decades.
That's why
everything that you put into it.
All those YouTubers, bro, that are actually making a career off of it, if you look at their channel, they post like 1 to 3 videos a day. And every one of those videos has over 2 million views. Like, that's how you really can actually do it. But if you're not at that
scale, then
like, you need to
they're
find
not
other
actually making money.
routes.
Like,
not to say that you can't be making money through YouTube, because partnerships, sponsorship, like a whole lot of things. Absolutely, you could make good money doing that.
Yes.
But if you're solely relying on streams, you have to have one of the biggest fan bases on the platform.
Yeah, no, that's facts.
And even those people aren't solely relying on streams. Obviously, they know they have a huge platform, so of course they're gonna make deals and brand deals and sponsorships.
Just like in music, like artists we're not relying on streams.
No. So don't think just streaming is paying your favorite artist.
And love to the supporters, love to the people who add to the playlist and all that, because it does help out, and share to the fans. You know, share to your friends, because it helps big time.
Right.
It helps big time in exposure.
Right.
Because,
exactly.
I mean, every play is like a fraction of a cent.
Yeah.
You'd have to listen to my song 1,000 times.
Yo, I just dropped this new track. Someone help me get some ramen. You feel me? Like, that's pretty much what it equates to.
For real. You could have all your friends listen to a song 100 times, and you can get breakfast with the money that you make from it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's a good thing for artists to know.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good thing for artists and consumers to know.
Yeah. Because
a lot of artists get into it thinking that they'll make money a way that they won't, and a lot of people consuming
thinking
music,
that they're well, because you are helping, like you said, in exposure 100%. But I guess you think that you're financially contributing when you're not. I guess, and there's nothing wrong with it. It's just because you don't know it, and like the support is still there.
And I say that because there's people who want to support artists and who want to be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna stream this, I'm gonna do this so that it it helps them out.
Right.
So just letting y'all know, if you want to, like, buy some merch or go to a show, those things actually make it to the artist pockets.
Right.
Streams, like all that stuff, is just to
help
those are free. That's just, hey, like,
get heard, essentially.
I want you guys to love my music, so please listen to it. That's kind of what that is.
Right.
Yeah. Shoot. Any other releases that I can think about?
I know West Side Gun had Pray for Haiti, or he collabed with Mock on Prayers for Haiti or Pray for Haiti. He's a Newark
Oh
artist that
yeah.
was part of Griselda initially, like a long time ago, and then some shit happened, and he wasn't. But they just had I think he was on like 3 of the tracks, maybe on the project, 3 or 4 of them.
Wait, the joint's called Oh, I thought it was a song.
No, it's a project.
Bro, what?
Yeah.
Drake posted it.
Oh really?
Drake posted it on his story. I thought he
Oh,
was posting a
word.
song. Damn,
Yeah,
bro,
no,
that's
it's a
lit.
project.
Damn, I just got chills. So people don't know what's going on in Haiti,
Right.
and that's because right now there's very limited press that's coming out of Haiti. So I don't even know if you know,
I
but
was gonna say, if you can educate me, because I know very little.
yeah, and this is like I'm Haitian.
Right.
My family came from Haiti.
Yeah,
I
no,
have
it's your blood.
Yeah, I have a real soft spot for Haiti. And I didn't know about any of this stuff until like last week, and it's been going on for 3 months. But there's just a lot of unrest in Haiti. There's people that are getting killed in the streets. Just like their kidnappings have gone up. There's like 3 times the amount of kidnappings happening right now, and it's people of all social classes. Like I posted something for like Haitian Flag Day,
Right.
and then an old friend commented on it. He was like, "Yeah, I've been living down here," and he was just telling me what was going on, and it's like, just like police killing people in the streets, people killing police, like because there's just a lot of corruption there. So Haiti has dealt with corruption from their politicians for a long time, and I don't like speaking on things that I don't have all the
Right, yeah.
information for.
No, of
but
course.
the U.S. is getting a lot of backlash because like Biden hasn't done anything,
Right.
to assist, and it's not America's duty to help everybody. It's not America's duty to help everybody, but America. Oh man, I don't even want to like. They need to help Haiti for a few reasons, because of ties to Haiti, because of it's
rough, bro.
it's such a deep, long conversation, but like the relationship goes back hundreds of years. Like Haiti, and I don't want to make the podcast,
Right,
you know what I'm saying, about these kind of things, but obviously Haiti, that's a real sensitive subject to me. And sometimes you got to clean up the messes that maybe you didn't leave.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Simply because it's the right thing to do, and because people are fucking dying. People are getting terrorized. Women are getting raped. People are getting kidnapped. And when you're not stepping in because you feel like it's not your job, or because you have ties to the
Corruption.
to the corruption, I guess Biden and the president of Haiti, there's some sort of relationship there, and that's what I've heard.
Everyone's in bed with evil, bro.
Yeah, and we can't let again. I didn't do the research on it.
Right.
I don't know, because there's so limited information out there. The main news sources, they aren't covering it. They
Right.
rather cover the same thing they've been talking about forever,
Right.
for more time. Like everything's about ratings. In Haiti, people don't care about Haiti, and it benefits the people who aren't helping Haiti for people not to know about Haiti.
It, right?
So I'm definitely gonna check out that project.
Yeah.
Shout out to Griselda. That's super dope. Damn, it's called Pray for Haiti.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Shout out to Drake, man. Damn.
Yeah. I didn't even know Drake
Bro,
shared it.
just off he posted on his story, man, just off the heels of him getting the Artist of the Decade, while his spotlight is the biggest.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Word. No, it's good.
Shit.
But no, I didn't listen to the whole project, but what I've heard is definitely good.
Well, we're gonna give a review on that next week.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
Yeah, shout out to them for that. That just changed the whole mood of this podcast,
I know,
bro.
I know.
Shoot.
It's just, I don't know, just to piggyback off of it while it's still in the air, like just the unrest that's like international right now, all throughout the world. Like you see what's going on with Palestine and Israel.
Palestine, Colombia.
You see Colombia, exactly.
Yeah.
What you were just talking about with Haiti. Like, it just made me think when you were talking about the U.S. interceding, or I think that's the right word.
Yeah, it works.
It made me think of what's going on with Israel and Palestine, and just war in general, and borders and connections and allies, and who's like
people.
Yeah, just
humans.
People, bro. Like at the end of the day, like, and I know it's people have been saying it forever, and I've been saying it forever, but like, I wish there was just like a fucking consciousness opening of fuck power, fuck. You know what I mean? Like,
bro,
we're all people,
that
bro.
line
Like,
is
let us
just
just
a line.
live.
There's actually not any difference between you and the person that live over there.
Exactly.
Yo, you were just born over here.
And it's so, and I understand why there's hundreds of years of why that won't work or happen and shit. But like, this is gonna sound so simple, but like, how the fuck we get so far from humanity? You know what I mean?
Yo,
like as a humanity.
Why? You know why? It's because when were we closer? To say how we get so far, it's like
when, bro. I feel like honestly, like hunter-gatherer times were like the most human. Like, I mean, granted, like everyone was there was mad killing and rape and shit, but so that's not good.
It's I don't know when the difference between now and any other time in history is that now we have all the technology and resources to make life great for everybody.
Right. And we're just not.
We have everything we need to make sure that everybody is healthy, is well educated. Right. You know what I'm saying?
It was the conversation we were having at your house the other day, bro, about if I can feed or if I can give water to 3 people or whatever it is for like $15 a month or whatever the commercials are, then why the fuck isn't that already taken care of? I could afford to easily, like me personally, and I'm just some random fucking kid in Jersey. Like, I'm not no big money anything. If I could afford to do it, like, how is the whole fucking country not taken care of type shit? If it's that cheap to access clean water, why hasn't it been done?
There's this idea of scarcity that we're all drilled into our minds. This idea that
if they have it, we won't be able to get it type of shit. If they have it,
we won't be able to get it. And that is such a great, it's a misconception that's put out there. It has to be intentionally.
Yeah. Because that's what keeps the division, bro.
That's what keeps the division. Because there's more than we could ever. Everybody could have a house, water, good food.
Yeah.
A good, like, we have the technology and the resource of everything. We can get whatever medicine you need, whatever food you need, we can get it to you in a day.
Yeah.
Whatever ailment you have, we can get it to you in a day. That's the technology we have right now.
Right.
You know, and we still have people like dying of starvation, of malnutrition.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The homeless issues that we have around the world, but right here in Jersey.
Yeah.
You know, here, right in my county.
Yeah.
You know,
yep.
There's all these things where if we just got together and like acknowledge that, one, we're all human,
right,
and 2, acknowledge we have all the resources we need to make it better.
Exactly. And it's just frustrating to know that, like,
when you realize that, you just start fucking banging your head against the wall, because like,
so.
And because the part that pisses you off is, you know, that there's people that have something to gain.
Exactly. I was just gonna say the more frustrating part is knowing the why, like actually understanding why it's not better.
It hurts.
Or where it should be.
Yeah. Well,
because it is you can wrap your head around why these people are power hungry and do the things they do. Just not saying that you would necessarily do them, but you can understand why there are people that do. And it's frustrating.
But like, if more people understood that, and we could get to the point of,
not
we're being manipulated.
Happen. Yeah.
We're being manipulated. Let's get together. And that's what we're trying to do.
Yeah.
That's what we're trying to do in different capacities. So,
whew, gotten deep.
Yeah, man. Getting hot. I miss this podcast,
I know,
bro.
Me too.
I miss this podcast.
Oh, apparently they're talking some shit about the White House is doing some press release next week about aliens and UFOs.
Now you're talking my language.
Yeah.
Because, Shai was like, that's what's going to take for us as humans to
get together, bro. Literally.
We need somebody else to come from
another
band
together
planet.
as a planet.
Yeah,
exactly. Because no, apparently there's gonna be some release about that. I think on the 6th. I think.
That would be such a mindfuck if we find out that all the stuff that people have been saying about like alien sightings, all that was real.
Yeah.
A lot of people.
Well, like, bro, I've never not denied the existence of aliens. I've never also been one that's like 100%, bro, they're real. You're stupid if you don't believe in them. But I've never been like, nah, aliens aren't real. Like, it's silly to be so confident
about something that you can't know.
Yeah.
You can't know for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. When it comes to alien, I feel like
we don't even know our ocean, dog.
We don't know the vast majority of our ocean. No, that's
so, like, what the fuck do we know about out of our planet if we barely even know our planet?
If you can't, because we can't even fathom how big the universe is.
Right. It's ever expanding.
It's ever expanding. It's like, yeah. I always try to make analogies because that makes it easier for people. But just know that we can't even fathom the amount of different planets, the amount of other stars and planets out there.
So let's put it this way: we've already, if you're like a 100% eye only science, what's proven is what's real, like type of vibe, right? We've already found living bacteria on planets within our solar system. So if they can have living bacteria on planets within our fucking solar system, and you know that there's infinitely expanding universes and fucking solar systems,
infinite space and infinite time.
Right. So how can you be so confident that we're the only life? Like, when we already have other life, not intelligent life, but there is life. Like, you know about that, right? Like the fucking microorganisms they found on the frozen lakes.
Okay, yeah.
Like,
so the one thing that we like, the question to me, I think it makes way more sense that there's life, whether intelligent or not. There's life on other planets. The question is, have they made it over here?
Right.
Have they been in ours?
Right. So that's part of what I think too.
And
this isn't backed by anything. This is just a Steve hunch. But like, I think that if there is more advanced intelligent life forms, like let's just call them aliens for conversation's sake, if there are aliens that are significantly more advanced than humans, then who's to say that they don't have a non-traceable way of being here? Like, we could literally have one chilling over at the fridge right now. You know what I'm saying? But they're just not. We can't perceive them. Yeah, but that's genuinely what I think. Like, they might have some shit like that they're present, they're interacting with us, they know we're here, but they're under some, whether you want to call it camouflage or whatever it is, they don't want to be recognizable yet until humans are ready to see them, type of shit.
Yo, and the thing is, that sounds too incredible to be true, but some of the UFO stuff I've seen was like they would see the spaceship and then it would disappear. Gone.
Yeah. Yeah, because even humans, bro, we have some shit like that in our military with our planes, where it's got reflective surfaces on the bottom of it where it'll bounce the rest of the sky and it blends into the sky, so you can't see it from underneath.
Wow.
And that's easy. You know what I'm saying? So if we're talking about some super advanced aliens, they probably have some nanotechnology that literally hides their shit. Like,
damn. Infinite space and infinite time.
Yeah.
Because think about what we as humans have done in the last 2,000 years.
Right.
What we've done in the last 50, and then think what we could do if we had another 1,000 years.
I know. It's insane.
With the technology we have, if we live another 1,000 years, imagine what we could do.
Aliens too could just be humans from the future timelines. That could just be what humans evolve into. You know what I mean?
Bro, I love that we took it there. Let's fucking go. Ill Intent Podcast.
Ill Intent, baby.
Is there any other music we should get before we...
So I was just gonna say, did we talk about Khaled? Khaled released.
Oh no, we didn't talk about Khaled's album.
Yeah.
I saw a comment that was like, just about how, you know, Khaled's album, it's like the same as the other ones. It's gonna be, all the songs gonna be hot for a week and then we're gonna forget about it. Did that just happen? No, but I mean, it was. No,
it's so we talk about reliability with artists. Khaled's another consistent one. You know what I mean? When he drops an album, you know it's going to be like the last album and the one before that and the one before that, which isn't a bad thing if that's what you're looking for. You know what I mean? Like, there is a good thing with consistency.
I'm going to keep it funky. So he's dropped like 11 albums, which I didn't know.
Shit.
I don't know.
Well,
I don't know
see,
what
Khaled,
because I definitely like listen to the singles. This is
jokes, but Khaled albums are kind of like, that's what I call music albums. You know what I mean? It comes out each year. You know it's going to be a good compilation of songs for the summer. Like, it's a good playlist album.
It's a good playlist album,
Yeah.
which is why it works now though. Because
Right,
people
because
listen
people like to hit
playlists now.
play and then go do whatever the fuck they're doing. They don't want to have
Yeah.
to be switching the song every 3 minutes.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, let's go through it. Starts off with "Thankful" with
Yup,
Lil Wayne,
Wayne.
Jeremiah, and
Did you listen to that one?
yes,
Yeah, I like that.
yes, that's such a great way to open
Yeah.
an album. It's such a great
Well,
song.
so that's another thing I'll say about Khaled. Like, he knows how to put an album
Oh my
together
God,
for
yeah.
sure, bro.
Oh,
Like, he
yeah.
understands structure. He understands everything.
1,000%. Like the album's put together really well, and there's slappers throughout the album. But I understand.
Right. Yeah. No. Yeah. What I
What
was
people
saying by
say.
no mean is supposed to be a knock on anything. It's just
Word.
like, you know, an analysis of it. It's just he's consistent for a good playlist album. Like, if you're expecting like a storytelling album, don't go to Khaled. You know what I mean? Like, that's not a bad thing. It's just
walk
he's
in knowing you're getting into.
right. He's very good for his market. Like,
Yeah.
100%. 100%. He fucking kills it, bro. The numbers he does is ridiculous.
And
And he's got a formula that works.
And like there's slappers.
Yeah.
They're slappers. As I said, "Thankful." I'm not even gonna go through all the songs, but which ones do I? I mean, the Big Paper joint with Cardi B.
Mhm.
She killed that.
What was the one with I Did It? I Did It. That one's a big radio one.
That's a big radio one. So that's like the
Right.
song that.
Right. Right. No,
Like,
that's
when
the
people
trailer
talk-
for the album.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It gives you the whole
song's
summary of
called
how
I
you're going.
Did It.
Yeah. It's
A big
Khaled,
sounding
bro.
record with you know what I
Yeah.
mean. That's like
You don't have to watch the music video to see it. You know what I mean?
you don't even have to hear the song to know what the song sounds like.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Think
But
of a
that's how
song called
true
I-
he is and consistent to what he
Yeah.
does.
Yeah. If I were to tell you that DJ Khaled made a song called "I Did It" with Meg Thee Stallion and Lil Baby and Post Malone, like you could in your head kind of
Imagine exactly. Kind of like a song from last summer, the one with Chance and Justin Bieber, and you know what I mean though. Like you just saw the title and the features, and you're like, oh, I know exactly how this is gonna
I already
sound,
know
and
how
it's
it
good.
sounds.
It's good. Like there's not a bad thing at all, but it's just that's just how reliable
yeah.
and
Someone was like,
consistent.
because one of the comments was like, yeah, it was just something about it being well put together. Originality be damned. it was like word. It's
Yeah, but that's what you like. He makes good playlist.
they got
radio.
vibes for you. You
Yeah.
need something to drive to. You need something to play in the club.
Yeah.
We got everything for you.
Yep. So
Yeah.
shouts out Khaled.
Shout out, yeah. And it went number one, obviously, but
Yeah.
it had Pop Star and Grease from Drake that he dropped last year.
Mhm.
And those songs had to have already been platinum. So.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of like the hack. Or that's you know what I mean? Like that's
Yeah.
how you get a number one album.
And when you know that that's the hack, why would you do anything
Right.
different?
Exactly.
Like,
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
If it ain't broke, don't break it. Yeah, shout out to Khaled. I need to get on the Khaled record.
Yeah. It's going to happen. I
Yeah,
see.
Bryson Tiller stays on these Khaled records. Is Bryson Tiller
Yeah.
signed to him or something? Real talk, the
Um,
only time I've heard Bryson Tiller in the last couple
on
of
Khaled?
years is on Khaled tracks. It seems
Yeah.
like he owns him a favor or something. Yo, no disrespect, bro. I never hear enough from Bryson Tiller.
I don't know.
And I think he's
Yeah, Bryson Tiller's dope.
he's dope. But
Word.
it's so fucking hard to catch one after you first pop. Like Bryson Tiller, he's a
Mhm.
great example of like just because you're talented,
Doesn't mean it's going to stay.
yeah, nothing is guaranteed.
Right.
He came out hot and he was talented, and he is talented.
Yeah.
Shout out Bryson Tiller.
Shout out
bro.
Bryson Tiller.
Yeah, I'm probably not gonna get that feature. That's cool. Shit. Any other music? Thanks for not letting us go on now. There's been some times where we like missed out.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
mentioned big.
Yeah,
That's
big
like
things that happen.
That's like the
Oh,
Tory Lanez situation.
What the Tory? Yeah, bro. Wait,
Like
anyone,
when we just talk shit about him for like 3
bro,
weeks.
anyone that listens to this, I want to compare our Tory Lanez Meg saga to like anime, bro. Literally in anime, they'll have battles going on for like 4 episodes, 5 episodes, just because like there's just mad shit that
Yeah.
happens in between. That's what I felt like listening to the podcast, bro, because it was like a 4-part saga. We
Bro,
talk
we
about
just
it for a
kept
little
going.
bit over like 4 or 5 episodes.
But then he said his piece to it, and
Yeah,
then, like,
and then we're just like,
I think we didn't have the podcast that week or something.
yeah, and then it just
I
got
don't know.
lost. I think it's over though. I think
Oh,
that
it's-
whole situation's been.
We're definitely not going to
blown
talk about
over,
it.
yeah.
Whoever has listened to the podcast,
The one thing before we leave, because we always talk about how we're gonna do lists and never do lists. Mount Rushmores of hip hop have been very popular recently.
People have been talking about that.
Yeah, I think we only have very little time left before my camera shits on itself.
So
again.
we're gonna talk about Mount Rushmore another time, but let's do top five.
Top five.
Top five
currently making music and relevant.
So Mount Rushmore.
What's our parameters here?
Yeah, 'cause we have to have some parameters.
I think it should be currently making music.
Yeah, 'cause Mount Rushmore, that's so tough.
Yeah. Because if we're talking greatest of all time, then that's a whole nother story. Because there's some people that are alive but not really making music anymore, but their legacy is.
Well, also Mount Rushmore. I take Mount Rushmore is not the greatest of all time. I think it's the people who shaped it. Because when you think of Mount Rushmore, that'll never be changed.
Right.
No matter how great a president is, he's never gonna get added to it.
Right.
You know, it's just the
who shaped it.
The ones who kind of shaped.
So are we
the
doing
country.
living or dead too?
Definitely everything. Living and dead.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then, bro, I feel like it's so stereotypical. Well, what is the limit to? 4 or 5? Oh, we said 5.
Yeah, let's do 5. We'll do top 5 most influential hip hop artists in our opinion, strictly in our opinion, because we haven't listened to enough hip hop.
Got you. Biggie, Pac, Ye. Jay, and Drake, bro.
Bro, that's a great list.
I think that would be it.
All right. Yeah, so I'm going to leave Drake off because he was influenced by the other ones, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not gonna have him on. If I was gonna do the top 5 greatest, hip hop artists of all time,
then
he's gonna be
right before influential.
If he's definitely gonna be in top 5 of that. He's gonna be high in that. But yeah, top 5. Because again, I'm thinking the ones who shaped it, right? So, gotta have Biggie and Pac. Because all the rappers that I looked up to, that was their favorite. Right. So as far as influence, you can't really shake that. Jay-Z definitely. Yeah. How everybody wears like Yankee caps in New York? Like Jay-Z was so influential, like past music. And there was other guys who were too, guys like LL Cool J. But see, I didn't listen to LL Cool J. Like that was a little bit, before me. So definitely Jay. I'll put Eminem in there. People are not gonna like that one. But like again, influence, right? Influence, definitely. So I got 4 right there. So I got one more influence. That's tough. I don't want to leave nobody out. But it's got to be it's got to be another like 90s. Nah, I got to do like, you know what?
I'm confident with Ye. Because Ye was the altering sound to Jay-Z's.
Well, no, I mean, honestly, Kanye. Yeah.
Because Kanye's...
No, wait.
Why? Who are you thinking now?
Okay, so it's tough because with Mount Rushmore, we're talking about, again, the most influential. Because I think hip hop today is definitely, it's all a derivative of Lil Wayne, of Drake, who's a derivative
of Lil Wayne,
of Lil Wayne and Kanye.
Right. Oh, so Wayne might be on is what you're saying? Yeah. Right? Or is that not what you're hinting at? Yeah, bro. I could see Wayne up there too.
Yeah. We're going to come back to this, people.
Yeah. All right, so I'm just replacing Drake with Wayne, and that is how I'm ending it.
All right,
bet. Good thing we didn't start the sculpture yet.
Word. Bro, I think we got the same list, man.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Word.
Yeah.
This is the Inland 10 podcast.
Yeah, man, let's cut it. Thank y'all so much for coming. We're going to be back Next week,
Yes,
we're gonna
sir.
keep this. So it's been about a year since we started doing the podcast.
Yeah.
Something real new. Neither of us did a podcast before. This is something that we just wanted to do for the culture.
Yep.
And it was something to keep us busy when the pandemic was happening, and now we just have so much going on, so much to share. We're gonna have a lot of dope guests come in. We've been our network is really dope, so we want to bring all that in. So this summer we're gonna be real active with the podcast, so stay tuned for that. Thank you guys so much for the continued support. It's your boy Scott Paul.
Steve shot it.
Ceiling 10 Podcast. We'll see you soon. Rah.